Welcome back to Fortune Travels. For those of you just joining, I have been traveling since the start of the pandemic, and I've managed my savings to allow me to continue my travels. Join me as I document my spiritual journey through food, culture, and love. Hey guys, welcome to your backpacker's guide to Pai. After visiting a Buddhist meditation retreat, I was pressed for time but wanted to visit Pai, Thailand, the #1 destination for travelers going through northeast Thailand. But the thing was, I only had about 3 days to do everything I wanted to, which was watch the National Geographic sunset, visit the famous walking street food, see the swallows at Lod Cave, see the White Temple, see the Grand Canyon, see a fire show, all in 3 days.
Thank you. Yeah! That was really quick. Sensed it. Yeah. No.
Now, I have to admit, hitchhiking was not my first idea, but my friend Xenia, she kind of swears by it because, I don't know, she just has this energy and this power to just manifest things. I'm very impressed by this, actually. But she was super confident, so I was like, okay, you know what? If you're confident, I'm confident too. Let's do this. So we hitchhiked to Pai, but there's actually another way that you can go to Pai, which is through the Prempacha transportation service with the vans. And you can pay for these online. And honestly, if you are a single woman solo traveling, that is what I would recommend to do. But if you are with a group, I say why not hitchhike and go for the adventure. And honestly, there's some perks to this.
Back of the truck, okay? Yeah, you want to go? Yeah, you want to sit next to the window? You have open space. I'm not gonna get car sick, and I'm not gonna freak out by being on a motorbike on one of the curviest roads in Thailand. This is great.
And also, we got there a lot faster than all of the other transportation services because they have so many stops to stop at. So look, if you're up for the adventure, I would highly recommend to hitchhike. After we arrived and dropped off all of our stuff at our hotel and took in some of the beautiful views of Pai, we went straight to the walking street because I heard so many good things about the walking street food. Walking street has so much good food. I'm gonna give you guys a little snippet of some of the stuff that I ordered. And one thing that I really do love about Walking Street is that they have food for everybody. They have halal food, they have vegan food, they have vegetarian food.
They have vegetables.
They have pescatarian food, although I don't know about this year. But these are some of the things that I ordered here at the Walking Street. This pad thai, I think, is to this day the best pad thai that I have had in Thailand. It is so good, it is crunchy, it is delicious. It is one of my favorite go-to places on Walking Street. The second place I would recommend if you want something a little bit more healthy is this sandwich shop. You can get a baguette, you can get a wrap, you can get a hamburger, you can get whatever you want. And you can also choose whatever ingredients you want in any of these dishes. So this is also a really good place if you want something healthy. And as you can see, like I said, maybe not every stall, but most of the stalls, they have something for everyone. So really, when you go to this Walking Street, I think it's so ideal for tourists because, again, they are appealing to people of all different diets. And once your belly is full of amazing, delicious food, you can head on over to one of the many live music sessions or open mic nights available to you on the Walking Street, literally every day of the week. It's one of my favorite things about this place, so make sure to not miss out. The next day, you can go ahead and recover from that long night of fun and music and amazing food, and maybe eat a little bit something healthy. So I happened to actually travel with a lot of vegans, which was totally cool by me because it actually allowed me to kind of branch out into the type of food that I was eating. And this was one particular spot that I really enjoyed. And we had a bunch of dishes with mushrooms. Now look, I am not vegan, but I love a good mushroom dish. And let me just tell you right now, the Pak Krapao mushroom saute was amazing. It was phenomenal, and it was everything I wanted and more. So I definitely encourage you guys to visit this place and check this place out. After breakfast, you could head on over to one of the most beautiful temples in Pai, whose name I honestly don't know. And look, this might not even be a temple. I'm really not sure. I spent countless minutes trying to find the name of this place online, and I couldn't. All I can tell you is that it is on the way to the Pai Canyon, and you can't miss it. So a lot of people said to go to the Grand Canyon, and pause. This is not the Grand Canyon you're thinking of. This is a canyon that happens to be somewhat grand in Pai, Thailand. Okay, we got to get that clear, because when they said Grand Canyon, I was thinking it was going to be this big thing, you know, miles and miles and miles of hiking. But no, it's not that. It's something very different, but still definitely worth going to. So I would consider the Grand Canyon a better place to day hike. Some people go here to watch the sunset, but honestly, I feel like the spot I'm going to show you guys later is the ideal place. The Grand Canyon is a great place to go with a group. There's lots of places to explore, and honestly, you can have a good time if you're with the right people. I was honestly surprised to see how much of a desert it looked like. I was low-key expecting a lot more jungle vibes like the rest of Pai, like the rest of northeastern Thailand, but this place was actually quite different than a lot of the other places that I had visited on this trip. But before I go on, here's a quick word from our sponsor this week. This is how it feels after you solo travel, and if you're a woman who's interested in solo traveling, go ahead and click on the link below for a personal guide to keep your solo travel experience safe, fun, and curated just for you. Later that evening, we went to Two Huts Cafe. Now, there's a lot of cafes with viewpoints that you can go to in Pai, but this particular one has a really cool story behind it, which I can tell y'all about later or in another video. But we accidentally found this place, and it was like amazing just to see the sunset there. Yeah, and honestly, this view is just breathtaking. So I'm gonna let y'all just enjoy some shots of this beautiful, beautiful sunset. Later that night, we found ourselves at Paradise Bar. Now, this bar had one of the best fire shows that I saw in my life. And I'm not saying that this is the best fire show in the whole world, but I will say it is definitely one of the best free fire shows that I have seen. I was really impressed with a lot of the artists, and well, here's just some snippets of parts of the show. The next day, you can enjoy your breakfast and prepare for the long road ahead, which is the way to Lod Cave. The main reason why I had to go to Lod Cave was to see the swallows and bats flying to catch the bugs in the evening. Now, I didn't really realize that Lod Cave would actually be so big when I got there. I just saw a lot of the photos online, and I just knew that I had to go because I really wanted to see this phenomenon. And I do have to say that it was absolutely worth it to go. The moto ride there was a little long and a little tiring. Also, I really encourage you guys to make sure you rest after this trip, but it's totally worth it because the views are just magical. Also, make sure to go with a full tank of gas. My friend and I made the mistake of not filling up our moto, and we had to go to the town nearby to actually fill it up, which was great actually, because not only did we get fuel for the moto, but we also got some fuel for ourselves. Now, Lod Cave is awesome, but when you arrive, they're gonna give you 3 different packages, and I'm gonna be honest, look, the tour we took, it was so long, and I would really just recommend to do the tour with the boat that goes to the main entrance of the cave, and do the cave that's on that side of the park, because honestly, it was just too long. And you know, after like 30 minutes of seeing these stalagmites and stalactites form different creatures, it gets a little bit repetitive. Okay, so that's my advice to you. But this was amazing, and actually this was probably the biggest cave that I have ever been to. And when I say biggest, I mean like it's huge. It's huge. This is like one of those caves that could legit fit a dragon. Okay, I've never been to one of these caves like these, but it's amazing. But it was so big that it was like low-key scary to be in this cave, because literally you don't know what's gonna fly by and swoop down. But we went on the journey anyway, and there are these big fish in the water. Like, look, don't swim, because these fish eat anything, okay? In order to go to the mouth of the cave where all of the swallows and bats were, we had to take a boat. I don't know if you would call this a boat. Really, it's just a bunch of bamboo sticks floating on the water. But okay, for the sake of the video, let's just call it a boat. You have to take a boat through the cave to get to the other side where the swallows were. And as we approached the mouth of the cave, we were amazed at how beautiful the scene was. So let me just give you guys another moment to enjoy the swallows at evening at Lod Cave. And so that was the end of our Lod Cave tour. And well, we were able to get to everything, well, mostly everything that I wanted to in 3 days. We saw Lod Cave, we saw the Grand Canyon, we saw the White Temple, we saw the fire show, all in 3 days. And I have to admit, I felt pretty proud of myself after this. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions about my trip in Pai, or any details that I kind of left out in this video. And I hope you guys enjoy the view, and I will see y'all next week as I continue my spiritual journey in a brand new country. Yes, we are moving locations officially this time. So I will see y'all next week.